Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we are going to make a soap that has literally been like over a year in the making. If you watch the very first soap in the SKYGAZING collection, this is what the thumbnail looks like. I talk about the Daydreamer soap. This is the little buddy that goes with Daydreamer. It's called Star Glow, and these are the core of this entire collection. Here's the Pinterest for it. Here's the vibes. It's pastel. It's a little bit galactic. It's a very like daydreamy girl vibe. I had the names picked out for these two soaps. I had the fragrance profile picked out for these two soaps, but I hadn't really worked out the rest of the collection until just recently, and that is why it took over a year to concoct. So this one is one of my favorites. It's a very unusual color profile for soap, and so without further ado, let's make it. Let's get started by pouring our lye water solution into our oils. If you want my recipe, it's free down in the description box below. You can also get my oils pre-blended at makesy.com. I have a couple of starter kits with them, some really good fragrance oils too. And let's blend it up. Okay, and now it's time to pour off our accent colors. We kind of have an unusual setup today. I have some really vivid accents that I'm going to pour a very small amount of. And then I have one other accent that's just going to be, well, you'll see, a different shade of the same purples. All right, let's talk about these accent colors. I have a green blend going into here of a neon from TKB and mint julep from Mad Micah's. Then I have a purple blend here. This is my own secret sauce custom purple blend. Then I'm gonna add the same purple blend to this container, but this container is bigger, so it's gonna be less pigmented. And then we're adding the same purple blend to this container, but I'm adding titanium dioxide to lighten it up. Okay, so let's see if I got my measurements right. Okay, these are exactly the colors I was looking for. I had to beef up this bigger container a little bit, but now it's looking right. So I'm just going to run my spatula around all the edges, make sure all that color is incorporated. There's a little bit on the edges of this one over here. Okay, I am going to leave my two accent colors unblended off to the side, and then I'll blend the fragrance into these first because I actually have to pour these first. This is a blend with some little tiny bit of floral in there, okay? It's not super floral, but it is in there. So blending by hand is definitely the way to go. Then I'm going to pour my accent into my base like so. Not very important to me to use this on top of the soap, so I am just going to go ahead and scrape it straight in. Today's video is sponsored by Warby Parker. And you may not know this, but Warby Parker doesn't just sell glasses. I've actually known about Warby Parker for years because they have the cutest frames ever, but I didn't know about their contacts until recently. I wear AccuView contacts. I just ordered these from Warby Parker and it was so easy. They carry a ton of top brands, including the full AccuView range, and you can save 20% on your first order, no promo code needed. Plus they offer free shipping and free returns on all contact orders, which we love. Also, I should just tell you, I have been a contact wearer for over 10 years now. AccuView contacts are like a second skin. It feels like there's nothing in your eyes and that you're not wearing anything at all. They're super, super comfortable. Warby Parker also has eye exams starting at $85, so if you need a prescription for your contacts, they can help you out with that. Need glasses too? Their designer frames start at just $95, including the prescription lenses, and the lenses are scratch resistant, smudge resistant, anti-reflective, and also have UV protection. They even offer free adjustments for life, which is awesome. Oh, and if you have vision insurance like FSA or HSA, you can use that at Warby Parker for contacts or eye exams. If you order a year's supply of AccuView contacts online or in store, you will get a $50 credit for your next Warby Parker Parker frames. And if you order in store, you can also save up to $200 on an annual supply, which is like amazing. You are going to love Warby Parker. So head on over to warbyparker.com/royalty soaps to save 20% off your first order of contacts and get free shipping. That's warbyparker.com/royalty soaps, and there's a link in the description box. Thank you to Warby Parker for sponsoring today's video, and let's continue soap making. Okay, now the goal is to pour 1/3 of this in. So basically just cover the bottom. All right, that's about right. Then I'm gonna mix up this accent. And I'm going to pour my purple, kind of purpley red accent over the top here. I will leave a little of this for the top because I think it'll look good. All right, now we're gonna go back to pouring this. It is going to move that layer around. I'm okay with that. That's how I've made this soap. I've done this on purpose. All right, next is my sort of limey green color. It's not, well, I should say it's kind of like a light lime. It's not super potent. I'm not saving any of this one for the top. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that all in there. Then I'm gonna tap this down. I don't think there was any air bubbles in that, but better safe than sorry. And then this layer, I am gonna try and cover all the green if I can. It may not be possible, but we're gonna do our best. Like I said, because this fragrance has floral notes in it, it is setting up quite a bit, but the design is super forgiving and generous. This entire month, the entire SKYGAZING collection is extremely focused on the fragrance. That is what I let kind of guide me. I realized that in the other videos, I haven't really talked about the entire collection. It has been so long in the making, over a year at this point, of me just gathering ideas, seeing what was gonna stick, tweaking and retweaking. I made one design, then I sat that design to the side and was like, okay, this is not a finished collection. I can't go through. We're gonna have to wait on this one. It's extremely rare for me to take so long to formulate an entire collection. I really don't keep a lot of like designs in the background. I really don't. In fact, I think I have 2 right now that I don't know what to do with. So getting to see this like fleshed out and getting to actually make it feels really special to me, like in a way that soap hasn't felt special in a long time. For this, I'm wanting to texture the top almost like a painting. I want it to feel like art. I want it to feel a little bit abstract. Not every single bar is gonna have some of this dark purple. I'm okay with that. The Star Glow slab, I wanted to feel dreamy. I wanted it to feel ethereal. The fragrance blend that I've chosen is a good mix of being fun and playful while also, again, kind of maintaining this beautiful cloud-like feeling to it. Now I'm gonna take some of this beautiful colorant, which is a white purple shimmer. But first, let's see how thick this is. Okay, it's not too bad. I just wanted to take a real palette knife and smooth this across. I feel like that will make the type of top that I'm looking for. And then I can't decide if I should make an oil drizzle and pull this across or if I should dust it. I kind of feel like I should do an oil drizzle, but we'll see how I feel. Let's just dust a little. You know what, actually? Just putting a little on my brush here and blowing on the brush is what I'm gonna do. That creates just the most gorgeous shimmer on top without being too much. So I'm just going to, again, take my palette, kind of smack it around a little. That looks good to me. I think imperfection is a good thing here. Then I'm actually gonna pull you in a little bit so that you can see this shimmer. This way, it doesn't cover everything. There's still some edges and tips that don't have any glitter on them. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got that glitter out. I hope you can see like the depth of that shimmer. If the camera's not picking it up great, don't worry. I'll take pictures with my big fancy camera and that will definitely help. So I'm just gonna spritz the top of this with rubbing alcohol and then very probably I will put a lid on it just in case this has a tendency to ash. Oops, there's a glob there. That's gonna bother me. All right, that's enough, Katie. Stop touching it. All right, I will be back after 18 to 24 hours and we will cut into these bars. I'm so excited. I just can't wait. look at �々�GLOW the next day. It has turned a little bit more purpley pink as it sat, and I will say I did change this green. I like it, but I knew I could do better. The fragrance is doing some heavy lifting. It smells incredible. I'm so pleased with the fragrance blend. Sometimes it's good in theory and doesn't work out in cold process. But no morphing, no weird coloring. It just looks so good and smells even better. These samples are also going to be so pretty. There are a couple of soaps that I have made that I felt I could keep in stock for a very long time. Our Wildflower Honey soap is one of them. No matter how many times I restock it, it always sells. I feel like �々�GLOW has that potential as well. And just in case you were wondering, the Daydreamer soap is also pink, but it looks very different. So here's �々�GLOW cut. You can see it's kind of a blue toned purpley pink. Here's Daydreamer. So yes, both pink, but very different looking. And honestly, very complementary fragrances. They smell really good together. I also really love what I was describing as like a paint palette texture on top. I've never really done that before, and I think that on a single cut bar, that is a very effective look. Definitely would be open to trying it out in the future. And of course, every single swirl looking so very different. Got all of these ready to go, so let's cut another loaf. And of course, before I do that, I've got to clean every single string. And I have to show you that this month's sticker was inspired by �々�GLOW. I'll put it on screen now because it is literally just so cute.
I have a question of the day.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
Would you rather live in a world where every chair is replaced by beanbags?
Oh my gosh.
Or every table is replaced by trampolines?
Oh, every chair replaced by beanbags. That is not a hard decision for me. Can you imagine like putting down your breakfast and it just like boing boing and it just kind of, it's never stable. Like you lean on the table and now your glass is knocked over. No, thank you.
But you could just roll your orange across the table to the other person. They're like, please pass the gravy. And then you just bounce it across to them.
I was about to say with the orange, like, you can do that right now.
What, just roll it around the table?
You don't need a trampoline to roll an orange.
Imagine if you drew a target in the middle. It's a circular trampoline. Please. And you drew a target in the middle of it. And you're like, hi-ya! And then you just throw it and it bounces in the middle and it goes to the other person. Wouldn't that be amazing?
No.
That's totally worth it.
Oh my gosh.
Trampolines for me.
I feel like there's a clear winner on this question of the day, but we want to know what you guys think. So let us know down in the comments below. This soap will be available with the rest of the SKYGAZING collection on Friday, October 4th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have a lot of goodies available. And like I said, I do anticipate some of the fragrances that I made this round to stay in the shop for longer periods of time. Have an absolutely amazing day. Go out there, put together a funky outfit, or maybe try a new restaurant. You know I don't really care what you do, but do something fun for you. And again, like, let me just pull you in here. If you're still here at the end of the video, which I know is it's a very special group of people that have hung around this long. I really mean it. I want you to take some time to de-stress. Everybody has a lot going on and we're about to ramp it up real big for the holidays. So take a quick break, refocus, reset, and then get back to it and take some time for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. P.S. Follow me on Instagram because that's where I'm going to be sharing a really exciting opportunity. And those guys who follow over there are going to be the first to know, namely because it is going to take me a while to edit all the content that I need to edit before YouTube finds out. I'm sorry, it's easier to post a photo than it is to post a 20-minute long video. So go follow me over there so you can see the cool stuff that I'm doing. Bye for now. Yeah.